Guys, what's up? It's Eric Nguyen from Ascensio Agency. Today I'm talking about how to set up your Google Ads for pest control. So let's dive right in. So the first thing you want to do is set and click and press create a campaign. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we select our leads. The biggest thing here is, we are trying to acquire new customers, new leads that are looking to get their pest control, whether it be rodents, bugs, all that kind of stuff from here. We don't want any sales, awareness, or consideration or anything like that. That's not our goal. We are here to get new buying customers that want to take an action to, receive the service that you guys provide. Perfect. Right now, once that's done, we're going to head to the second section here. So this is if you have a lead form, depending if you have a pest control website and you have a lead form for people to fill out, so that way you guys can call them. This is something I recommend. This is something not necessary you guys need to do and when you guys create the campaign just yet. You guys can just press continue and move on. You won't see this if you guys just start creating your ads campaign. So now the campaign type that we want to select is a search campaign. The reason why we want to select a search campaign is when someone goes on Google and searches up pest control near me, we want to see that search up and have a sponsor. We don't want any performance max, any videos or displays or any shopping or demand gen. That's unnecessary for your local business as a pest control business, right? So once we select search, then we are going to select the goal that we want to. So for here, for example, what we want to do is we want to get websites visits and phone calls, right? So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to go on a Google search here and find a company that we can use as an example. So what I'm going to do is I just Google search pest control near me. As you can see, this is one of the competitor that's running in Santa Monica, as we notice here. So I'm just going to do this Santa Monica location here. So perfect. So we know that they have a location here. This is their website. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it here, and then maybe they have a phone number that they like to call as well. So here is going to be their phone number. We're going to paste this here. And for the campaign name, we are just going to keep it very simple of the company name itself. So Dewey Pest, and then we can just do Santa Monica, California as the campaign name that we are specifically targeting. Because it looks like this location here has multiple locations here, as we can see, but we are targeting this Santa Monica location for Dewey Pest only so far. Now, once that's done, guys, all you're gonna do is press continue, and you'll see a draft campaigns that you guys might have created. If you are creating a new campaign, this is unnecessary for you guys. You just want to press start new campaign. Perfect. So now that we are in the bidding option here, Google Ads is going to give you the most recommended option for your bidding selection here, and you don't have the option to select a manual CPC as you guys are starting your new ads campaign. The reason why we want to do manual CPC is because you guys don't have data, or if you guys had data, then we would do maximize conversions here to optimize the best conversions for your pest control business. So for right now, we're just going to leave it as conversions here. You don't need to set a target cost per action or optional. This is just Google Ads wanting to bid your strategy and spend more money on you, and it's unnecessary. And we don't want to be bidding for new customers only, as we want new customers and repeat customers and referral business as well too. So this will not be equated to us, and we don't need this, because if you're only aiming for new customers, then by all means, but you want to grow your business and 2x your business or 3x your business in the pest control, right? So what we want to do is leave that empty, and you're just going to press next. So into the campaign settings that you see here, we do not want any of the search network or display network. After spending, Google Ads for over $300,000, working with local business, whether it be in the pest control, the hair salon, HVAC, plumbing, and local dog service training, we do not need any of this. The reason why is because Google will just waste more of your ad spend and your clicks on these specific key terms, whether it be the search network or the display network, and it's going to be targeting unqualified leads that you don't need as well too, and it's going to be a waste of your money here. So recommend turning these two off. We do not need these two. Once that's done, we're going to move on to the next stage here, where we're going to select our location. I see so many local businesses that are selecting the wrong target. I mean, yes, you can select United States for this, company, for example. it sounds like they target like a lot of, you know, the whole California here, right? But let's just say, for example, their whole location is, you know, nationwide, 50 states. Then I would select United States. But if we're only targeting a specific location, then we want to select enter another location here. And when we select that, then we're going to press the advanced search here. So this is going to give us a radius of what kind of, you know, city we're going to be targeting in. And we don't want to select location. We want to select radius. Okay. We always kind of think about it as this: when you're coming in as a customer's perspective, you want to understand, you know, how far is a customer willing to come and drive to you, or how far are you willing to drive to your customer, whether it be, you know, 10 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles. I always position myself and think in the customer's shoes before I target my location, right? Because it doesn't make sense if your business is 30 miles away, right? For whether if you're, let's say, for example, you're in LA from Santa Monica, they're going to spend an hour and a half to drive to you, right? What is going to be the most convenience and make sense for them? So if we're targeting Santa Monica, this is what we put. And, you know, the maximum distance I would drive to that customer would probably be 20 miles. And that's what I would do here. So as an example, right? But let's just say, for example, this company here has 33 different locations to serve you in California. So we can see Anaheim, Bakersfield, Baldwin Park, Burbank. So let's just say, for example, we want to do Anaheim as well. We do 20-mile radius. So you can see it's clearing up the whole location here in 20 miles. Maybe we also want to do Burbank, right? That was targeted here. So we can see all this area is located here and see what we can do for their location of how far they're willing to drive, or our company with, you know, with Dewey's Pest, that they're willing to drive to the customer 20 miles each. And it's covering everything here. This is beautiful, right? But let's just say, for example, we are just focused into the Santa Monica location. We're just going to press save here, guys. And the next thing we want to do is, before we move on to the language option, we want to select the location options, okay? And what I mean by this is the reason why we don't want to have presence or interest. You can see here where it says people in, regularly in, or who've shown interest in your target location. This is not recommended. When people are saying it's interest only, that means it's targeting people that maybe could have been, you know, searching about you, but they have no intent of actually buying, or people who are maybe traveling around the world from a different state, and your search pop up and just showing interest, and it could be clicking on, they could be clicking on your sponsored ad and wasting your ad spend. Don't recommend that at all. We want to focus on actual serious people that are in your target location that are wanting to buy your service. So we want to select the presence only, people in, or regularly in your target location. So the next thing is going to be the language. Very simple and straightforward, right? So obviously the first language that we want to put is English. If you guys have a secondary language that you guys speak, so whether it be, you know, Chinese, Spanish, maybe Mandarin or something like that, that you provide when you speak to your service to your clients as well too, then I recommend adding that as well. Once that's done, we're going to move on to the audience segments here. Nothing needs to be changed here. The broad match keywords don't need to be touched or anything like that at all. Very simple. Keep it clean, and we're going to move on to the next page here, guys. So perfect. Now that we are getting to the keyword and ads, this is where all the fun's going to begin. This is where we're going to find the keywords that, you know, clients or people do search of, you know, pest control. So what we're going to do is, before we even start adding keywords here, we're going to duplicate this campaign and go back to the home page on the Google Ads page here. The reason why I say this is because we want to make sure we go on to the Google Ads tool section, right? We want to go to the tools, we want to hit keyword planner, and we want to discover new keywords, right? So for example, we want to find new keywords that, you know, your competitors, whether for your pest control, that they're using, and see what we can do to have, you know, relevant search, or even better keywords that make sense for your local business and the service that you guys provide. So let's just say pest control near me is one that we've done. So we could also say local pest control near me, best pest control near me. We could also say affordable pest control near me, or maybe we could say emergency pest control near me. So let's just add those for a 5 example, right? And maybe these are the things that we think that are not going to be like the most highest competition, but we're always best to press and get results here. So now once that's done, you're going to be able to see the average research, right? So what we want to do is we want to click on what is going to be the average monthly search that we want to see right here. As we can see, pest control near me, this is the word that we provided here, right? So you can see that exterminator near me is going to be a good near word that we want to use, right? So in order to add these specific words to your keywords here, we want to use phrase match and exact phrase match here. And the reason why this is important is I'm going to open a new tab here. We're going to go to adwordswrapper.com. So the reason why we want to do this, I'm going to give you guys an example with pest control near me. And if I was to wrap these keywords, we do not want a broad match. So when someone's Google searches you here, they could also have a filter word where it could be talking about, pest control near me, and maybe a different location or a different store could be opening up from here. We want someone that when someone clicks on this and searches this up, that your business will actually pop up in your location area and everything like that. That's why we want to use phrase and exact match only from here. Okay, guys? So for example, we want to use pest control near me. Let's just say that we want to have low competition. We can do pest exterminator near me is another word that we want to do. I personally recommend to add around maybe 8 to 12 keywords here, which will be equivalent to 16 to 24 keywords on the phrase and an exact match, right? So now here, maybe we can also do bug service near me, right? That's another one that we want to put in that people don't use, right? Vermin control near me is another one. Our exterminator service near me is another one that we want to use. Let's just say, for example, pesticide control near me is another word that we want to use. So you can see that we have over 1,800 words that we can use here to be able to add our keywords, right? So I'm just going to find very good and simple keywords that we want to use. So another one could be exterminators close to me as another one. That's a good one that's there. Maybe pest fumigation near me. Fumigation near me is another one. So let's have many keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 keywords. So we can also do pest control. This is actually, okay, in near me. Okay, maybe we want to do 2 more. Let's just find another one here. We can say mice exterminator near me. That's another one that we could do as well based on the search here. Year change, a lot of change here. Maybe we can say pest control services near me as the last one. Beautiful, right? Now that we have added all these keywords that we want to use, all we're going to do is now press the wrap the keywords. Instead of manually typing it one by one and pasting it and adding the, the hyphens and making sure the brackets, that's not necessary. So now that we've entered the keywords, we're going to go down to phrase and exact match. We're going to copy these keywords here. We're going to copy them and we're going to paste them onto your keywords. And just like that, voila, we finished everything from the pest control, entering the keywords that we want to use for your pest control business. Now, once that's done, we're going to head over to the ads and URL section here. So we can see this is going to be a display path. So we could say pest services as a direct call to action link. And before we even do our headlines or anything like this, guys, what we want to do is we want to actually head over to Google and do our research against our competitors. So what I mean by that, we're going to go to google.com. We're going to do I search from and type that into Google. Then you're going to see the first link where it says I search from. The reason why we're going to use this is because it's actually going to filter a Google search to make sure you find sponsored ads only that people are using and testing from here. So let's just say we are focused into the United States. We are doing English here. And let's just say that the keyword that we used was, let's just go to the first page here. We can just use pest exterminator near me, and let's just do a Google search to make sure to see if anyone is running this ads. And as we can see, no one is running this ad at this time. Wow. So maybe we can do, just say pest control, which is the generic one near me. And we're gonna find some Google ads here. So as we can see, let's look some up. Beautiful. So they do run ads here as we see, and we're gonna use them as an example. So see how they say contact Dewey Pest and termite, keep the pest away. So this right here, I wouldn't recommend even say contact, right? We wanna make sure that we stand out to be the #1 rank in our Google AdWords search. So what I would do instead of contact Dewey, maybe we want to say #1 local best termite or best pest control as the first one here. And let's just search up something else and see if we can find something else here. Keep the pest away. Let us fix your pest problems that they're running ads here. Another one here that's doing. Maybe we can say something else better than that, right? So we can say, they say TKO Pest Control Services. Let's find another Google ad, get a free estimate. Okay, so this is, say, for example, what they do, pest control services. Or we can, so another one could be #1 solution for pest control. Or you could say the best for pest. You can say best solution for pest control right here for termites. Let's just say right here for another one that we want to change, that we want to use. Maybe we can also say find some other competitors out here. So another one could be affordable pest control. So pest. So we could be also say we kill bugs in Santa Monica. Boom, just like that. Very simple, guys. So and you see these pins here. So this is where, you know, Google Ads, if you want to select a one pin to be showing in this right position only. So for example, this one will always going to be show up as the first one, you know, #1 local pest control, we kill bugs in Santa. Look at that amazing headline right there, guys. And say, for example, you just want to keep this as your best one here. I personally recommend that if you're using the #1 local. That way people can see you and you stand out against your competition. And then Google Ads will use 2 and 3 and 4 here to randomize and see what will work best and optimize from there. So you can see, maybe you can select this one as the second one. So #1 local best pest control, best solution for termite, boom, just like that. Or maybe you want to show this one as the second one, and this can go back randomable. It can be the #1 local best pest control, affordable pest control services. Let's just say services. Or we can even say pest control and keep that there. But let's just say we want to keep this back into randomizing things like this. Wow, look at this, guys. Affordable pest control, we kill bugs in Santa Monica. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we're going to head over to the description side of things. So the descriptions are what you're going to see here into the description side of things here. Right, so these are things that we want to find and see what are our competitors doing in terms of the Google Ads here. So they just say the 2024 best controlled according to house method. So let's just see what the other ones is. Ground level exterior cleaning for business, get a free quote. Hotel, preventing entering. Maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe effective, you know, pest control service, 25 off all services. So boom, this is nice right here. Maybe even something so what I would love to do is just reverse engineer this here, right? So I would even do, say for example, if their business, how long have they been in business though? Let's just say all these bugs and pesticides are here, right? So they've been in business. Let's just say, how long have they been in business? Since 1929, they've been in business. Right. So that means that you can say over 90 years or you can just say, yeah, over 90 plus years in service, and then we could say or you can say over 90 years in service, and then what we can do is just say as quality of service, we can say 25 fast response over 20 of your pest control services. So we can say fast response, same day service right here. And let's just find some other ones here that we can do reverse engineer contacts for free consultation. Oh, perfect. So they do free consultations, right? So maybe you want to say, free consult. You can even have a call to action, call now for free call. Instead of call now, I'd be like call today for free consultation here. So then we can also do, let's see, they are running another ads right here. Provide high call today, pet and child friendly, year-round pest control. Boom. Maybe they want to do that. I would even say 365 days pest control service. And then just like that, boom, right? So I would do, maybe I would want to pin this one because this is going to be the best one right here, right? And what we're going to see is, you're going to see here, 350 overnight service, fast run, same day service, boom. You guys can see exactly how this ad would look like for your guys's, pest control here. So now once we have the description done and everything from here, now we're going to move down to the very simple steps, which is creating a business name and logo. So this means that you're just going to upload your URL, your logo to Google, so that way they can add them for you and make sure that you are actually providing the right, company, right? Because they just want to make sure to verify and make you legitimate. This is unnecessary. You don't have to do this. I personally recommend this if you want to stand out against your competitors. So that way when, customers or potential customers do see your logo, do see your name more often, they're going to recognize that, and it's just the compound effect, right, from here. But from there, we're going to move on to the site links now. So what are site links? And you're probably guessing. These are going to be the site links that when someone has a Google search up, you can see when someone clicks find a location near you, your bed bugs, your pest services, customer reviews, and pest controls, right? So you can only add 4 on Google Ads, but the 4 things that I recommend adding is adding your best selling services, right? So obviously you're gonna show your pest control services. So let's just say we're gonna create a site link here. We're gonna create one. The first one here, we can just say pest services, and we're going to add a final URL. And you're probably thinking, do we need to add a description? No, we do not, because this is going to be a direct site link for them to check your services and make sure that the service that you provide can be valid for them. So that way they can call you right away and get the service done, right? So let's just say we have pest services one. Maybe let's say, for the first thing is, I don't recommend doing location. What they did here is because, right, if you're running, I believe this is going to be a broad search campaign, and Google search target all over the US. So that's why they did a find a location near you. I wouldn't do this here. I would use something even different. So I would even do a phone number to do a call now function here, or maybe let's say, for example, I would do a way to contact us. So I'd be like, someone says contact us here, and then I would just paste this from here, Once that's done, then I move on to site link 3. So this is where we can do, even say, to have another option. Maybe we want to go back to home page. Let's just say that, you know, we want to go to, let's say we do another type of services here for, you know, mice and rats, right? That's a service that you do, right, as well. So let's just say, you know, they have bed bugs, you know, maybe that could be another good one here. Let's just say mice control right here, which is a good one that we add from here. Last one, we could also do, let's just say termites is going to be a big one. Termite control right here. And then we're just going to do that for here. Right. And then final URL. Beautiful. And then once that's done, guys, all you're going to do, as you can see, you can even rearrange this here. You can even put contact us now into the different one here. So, okay, that just messed up my link. Okay. But you can see here, once you've added those links, so once that's done, it's very simple, right? I'm just gonna add these ones here as one, create. I'm just gonna keep it very generic. So far, news center, the airway control. So I'm just gonna leave this as a sample for you guys because I just blurred out my website link for some reason. But you can see it'll add it to your site link here. And then the next thing is going to be the call outs, right? So the call outs are very, very similar to your description services. So as you can see, it's right here. It's going to be adding the secondary line to your services. So maybe if you guys have something specific, so with this company here, I didn't do a lot of my research for this company, but if they do, 32 locations to serve you, so you can add that as well too. So you can have a call out there, call out text right here, 32 locations in California. So you're like 32 locations. As you can see that you can put here, 32 locations right here, but I wouldn't even do that, right? I would just do something even more simplified. So be like, call doing, be like, you could even say instead call. So the call out could be call Dewey, and then having the phone number here as well. So let's just bring this phone number. Just go back to the home page, should have here, and then boom, just like that, call Dewey, and then very simple. This is how I would cheat the system and having another phone number and keep it very good. A little small Google hack for you guys here as well. And just press save. That's the only one thing. I wouldn't make my descriptions even more longer than this. I would rather keep it short, simple, and sweet, and to the point of what you provide in your services. Once that's done, you're just gonna press apply. And beautiful, as you can say, call Dewey, and it has a direct phone number to call right here for them to book a call. Once that's done, you're just gonna press done. Now we're gonna hit the next button here. So beautiful. Now we are moving on to the budget page here. So, first of all, I am getting blocked here. So let me make sure that it's confirming my Google Ads account. So just going to be confirming my Google Ads account here and going to be tapping this to make sure this is going to be the right account that we're using. Yes, it was me. Number, perfect. So now onto the budget that I was talking about here. Google is going to make sure that you select the recommended option for your ad budgets here. I personally don't recommend doing that because it's all going to be preference on you and what your custom budget or what your preference and your budget is. So for example, if you are comfortable spending about $2,000 to $3,000 a month, then this is where you're going to have a weekly cost. So this means that you'll be spending about between $500 to $600 a week, right, spending on your ads right here. So that means that if your daily budget is only spending $60 a day, or let's just say $70 a day, which is equivalent to $490, almost 500 bucks, and that's about 500 bucks a month equivalently, and you're willing to spend 70 bucks a day. Google Ads will spend accordingly to acquire customers depending on cost per click. This is all going to be according to your budget there. Very simple and straightforward. This is what I would recommend, and having your custom budget here, guys. Okay, so once that's done, you're just going to press next, and once that's done, we're just going to review all and make sure all the errors are given and nothing's there that has any errors that we need to go back and make sure, right? So as we can see, we have the campaign name, search that we went through, the type, the objectives that we're getting to get leads. So you can see we're trying to maximize conversions, our location, our language, the keywords that we've added, on our budget. We're all set. Now it's very simple, guys. Now the next step is just to publish the campaign. Now once that's done, we are all set to be running the Google Ads here. So then what we want to do, so you can see that Google Ads is right here that popped up. All we're going to do is to check your campaign. You're going to go press campaigns. And as you can see, it is live and ready to rock and roll. So, but for me, I am not running I don't want to run these ads, and I don't want to help them run ads because they're already running ads for themselves. So the biggest thing is when you guys create your pest control, Google Ads here, like I mentioned in the beginning, is you guys want to make sure you select the right bidding option, right? So when we originally selected to conversions, we want to go to that campaigns, and you're going to see this toolbar here. You're going to select that. And what we want to do is we want to change our bidding options here. You can see that it's meant for maximize conversions. You have the option to change bid strategy. So what we want to do is we want to select a bid strategy directly that's not recommended. As you can see how I mentioned in the beginning, Google wants you to have the recommended version here. We don't want that because Google is just going to want to make you spend more money. So we're going to select this option here. And you can see we have the option to select maximize clicks, conversions, conversion value. We want to select a manual CPC here, right? That's the first thing that we want to do. And we want to untick help increase conversion with enhanced CPC. And once that's done, we're going to press save. That's very simple right there, guys. And that's very simple. Once that's done, now we're all set here. Now, before we even let this go off or let the ads go by itself, then we also want to head to your audience, keywords, and content, guys. So the biggest thing here is a lot of your Google Ads will also depend on your ad schedule. And what I mean by that here is if you don't provide a 24/7 service here, so you're going to head to the audience, keywords, and content, you're going to press on the ad schedule. This is where we want to run an ad schedule based on your pest control business. If you don't provide a 24/7 service, then don't run ads 24/7. Let's just say, for example, you are running this business, from, Monday to Friday only from, let's just say you're running this from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. only, or 4 p.m., right? That's the service that you provide. Right, so I would run ads only on the days that you guys provide your service. But let's just say, for example, you're running Monday to Friday, but you're not getting the best conversions that on Monday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you're getting more clicks on Monday from 12 to 5 p.m. Then I would set manually exactly what time you're getting the best clicks on Monday. So whether it be at 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., beautiful. Then all the other days would be okay, Tuesdays, it's you're providing it from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. here as well too, and just making sure that you're selecting each budget here, right? Because you are going to be able to show exactly what's the data, and you can see the time, the clicks here, and the impressions, and what the average cost CPC is when someone's clicking on each time day, right? So that way you guys can optimize your ad budget and make sure your ad spend is spending accordingly and not overspending and unnecessary spend that if one day is not profitable at a certain time versus the other, right? So the next thing before we actually take off is you want to actually head to your tool section here, all right, guys? And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the shared library, and we're going to press the exclusion list. this is where we're going to add our negative keywords. And you probably think, oh, but I already have exact and phrase match words, right? No, no, no. This is also just a secondary, bifactor to make sure that we have negative keywords. What negative keywords do is they are going to be keywords when someone searches up for job, but sometimes it clicks on your link as well too. It's going to waste in Google AdSense. So what we want to do is create a negative keyword list where people cannot click on your link if these specific keywords pop up. So say for example, apply job application. Let's just say for example, what they do is maybe they do have hiring as well too. So hiring, another keyword there. Another one could be, say for example, let's say join team, or let's say certificate as well too, maybe applying. These are going to be keywords that you want to use when you want specific buyers that are not looking to apply for a job or join the team with you, because you don't want to waste Google ad spend there. But that's how I would add these negative keywords. With our agency would provide over 1,000 keywords that are negative keywords for your business, so that way you don't have to just go manually and fill this out. But this is what I would do for you and show you exactly how to create your own negative keywords on your own watching this video here, guys. But overall, this is how I would run Google Ads. I want to make sure you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I love to answer your questions and concerns. And make sure to subscribe. And thank you for watching, guys.